Alright, there we go. There's the music. Okay, Action J! Yeah. Thanks to the 29 months. Angbomo show to you too. I think there's any chance we won't hit every donation goal. For sure? I mean, I'm gonna be super honest right now. There's a pandemic going on. It's the end of the month, so people are waiting on paychecks. I know that people have things that are troubling to them right now, like finding jobs and making rent and stuff like that. This is a really good cause. It gives something just like, freshwater is not even like incredibly important, right? It's like fundamentally required for people to live their lives. And it gives to them at an incredibly good price and in a sustainable and sensible way. It's done by like setting up pumps that are powered by solar power, so there's also like an investment in sustainable energy going forward. So I think it's a really good cause. I think it's a great thing to be donating to. But I'm also like realistic. There's a pandemic going on. I like always with charity stuff on this channel, it's like make sure that you're doing okay yourself first, and then I try to bring something that you can give to if you're doing okay that will make some extra positive change in the world. If you can. Okay, Action J, thanks for the $50 donation. Ripping, thanks for the $50 donation. Says, how do you get on top of this leaderboard? Well, 3 people donated $50 at the same time. Who's on top of the leaderboard? Oh, Dracofizz. Because Dracofizz donated $100. You need a bigger number, Ripping. Can't be a smaller number. Bob Redshirt, thanks for the $50 donation. Bob Redshirt says, exclamation mark, dig. Zalacy, thanks for the $25 donation. Says, this is as much as I give right now, but I hope it helps. Definitely helps. Definitely helps. It's also like any small amount helps. Doesn't have to be, you don't have to like be dropping $100,000 donations here to make a difference in the world. I try to pick charities where even a small donation can make a very clear change. Matuntina Stella. Okay. I am playing a defect run. Looking at the map here, I like the look of this path somewhat. We get a super elite and an elite at the end of the act, and we get 3 campfires early. If we're strong enough, we could even start here. And then we only get 2 campfires, but we get 1 more elite. I'm not sure we're finding much that's better than that. Like maybe there's something in here, but lesser man. Donate $1.50 times, it will benefit from a strength bonus. Do we have strength right now? That would be a really fun like matching thing. Like instead of being like, I will match all of your donations, be like, I will donate $5 for every individual who donates. That'd be a fun, different way to do incentives for people to donate, sort of thing. Amatrino donated $100 and says, us Arizona folk have too much water for our own good, give some to someone else. Thank you, Almatrino, for the $100 donation. It's very generous. I'm pretty sure you get to keep all of your water too. I believe that they already have the water and we just need to build the pumps for them to get it. Unless like Nestle is stealing it, but I don't think so. He who watches, thanks for the $37.85 donation. Fresh water for one person until I turn 40. Thank you very much. Tob, thanks for that 2 months. Agbamusho to you too. Arizona is not somewhere you associate with water. That's interesting. Arizona is like toward the end of major river? Isn't there like a major river that comes through California and goes into Arizona? I forget its name. But I feel like... Oh, it's the other way around. It starts in Arizona and goes into California. Okay. I feel like I watched a documentary or read a book or something about like the governors of the two states deploying their like state forces or something in the early 1900s when someone was like building a dam. Like Arizona was going to keep all of the water and not let it flow down the river or something. Water is crazy, especially when like rivers cross over lines between different regions governed by different parties, and like, you know, all of the agriculture relies on the water from that river and stuff, and then yeah. A lot more. Hey, Androctonus. Jordan, you hello. Music beats. I think that global warming and changes in weather patterns make it more important to invest in getting fresh water to communities which are struggling to find it, not less important. Amawaya! Thanks for the $50 donation. Gray, thanks for the $25 donation. Says, I can't come up with anything witty because I'm not a funny person. Here, have dollars. Thank you. And Rentalcaster, thanks for the $40 donation as well. Should I just cancel the run, change the game's language? I don't know. I wanna get started here. Hey Malum, thanks very much for the $25 donation. Thank you so much. I'm gonna click this button. Alright, we got a runic pyramid. Hydrojorbs is going to be a version of Jorbs who only drinks water for 30 days. And we're gonna see if I become an actual superhero on account of doing that. The correct play is strike, strike, defend, right? And then I take 3. I'll still eat, yes. I will still eat food. Alright, Swift Potion. Super, super early capacitor. That's interesting. I think because I have such good campfires, I can actually take this. Although Cool-Headed's pretty solid too. Hey, Odd Bloke, thanks for the $40 donation. This is a great cause, thanks for the stream. And Bungiemon, thanks for the $25 donation. Says, can my water cost me $40 for the rest of my life? How much do we pay for water, like in the States? I think I worked out how much money I was spending on showering per month once, and it was like more than I wanted it to be. But I take long showers, they're very comfortable. I don't know. I'm gonna upgrade Zap. With a runic pyramid, being able to get cards out of my hand is a pretty big deal. Better to not play dual cast here than to play dual cast, because I can just play dual cast later in the fight. This way the lightning orb can hit a couple of times before I get rid of it. I think I meant to strike. And take 1. Hey, Bez Z Dingo. Thanks for that $50 donation. Help defeat water. No. No, no, no. You have no. This isn't like a super villain stream where we are trying to get rid of all of the fresh water. It's the other way around. For now. For now. Mr. Pinchy Claw, thanks for the 5-month sub. Mojo to you as well. Hey, Azaroni. Can I explain the idea behind taking Capacitor, which does little to help us in Act 1, over Hologram and the Frost Orb spell? Hologram and the Frost Orb spell also do little to help us in Act 1. Hey, off the struggle bus. Thanks very much for the $100 donation. Because it's time for water. Gigabyte? Oh my gosh. I always forget this feeling. I always forget this feeling, and I'm like, oh yeah, just do a cozy charity stream, we'll just feel very normal. And then I remember this feeling. Thank you for the $1,000 donation, Gigabyte, who says, who waters the Watcher? A fair question. Thank you so much. I am very, very proud of the community I've made here. And I'm always sort of blown away by the support for things that we do like this. Things like this that we do. Harrison, thanks very much for the 7 months. I'll Momo to you as well. We're buying it and keeping it all for ourselves. Etronocron, thanks so much for the $25 donation as well. Have I made the community or has the community made me? I mean, a bit of both, right? I think the more established that you get as a streamer, the more streaming is about letting the people in your community bring really cool content and memes and discussions and everything, and facilitating that. Because at some point, like, one person's personality can only get so big, you know? It's... okay. It's actually a really interesting story, I think. Crimson Maximus. Community members like Mini Jorbs. Does this work? Nope. It's always exciting finding out if this works at the start of the day. Why doesn't it work? As far as I can tell, it should work. Oh, that's why. Yatoba.
Great course. Time for all you do.
Thank you very much for the $5. For those of you who haven't... Hey, thanks for the $50 donation, Clouded Skate. Those of you who haven't hung out for a charity stream in this channel before, I do have a link directly to Soft Giving. Soft Giving is it's a middleman platform for fundraising campaigns for charities. If you choose not to tip at all, then 100% of your money is going to the charity. They make their money off voluntary tips. So that's a really cool option to have. I also, though, understand that sometimes it's easier to give bits or sub or donate to the link that you're used to or whatever. For whatever reason, you'd rather use the channel's usual financial support things. And so what I do to make that work is at the end of the stream, I work out how much money I made today. I round it up for my own contribution, and then I'll be making a donation myself at the end of the stream. So, for tax purposes, it's different. Because for tax purposes, technically what you're doing is donating to me, not to the charity. But functionally, it ends up getting to the charity, just minus one more transaction fee. So the $5 donation, Nameless Inversion, says, did you know 99% of the human body is made of water? 99? I thought it was lower than that. Like 95 or something. I think this store's really hard. We have a loop, a ball lightning. We don't get to afford these. Unfortunately, the toxic egg would have been nice. We have a dark shackles, which is actually very good right now, and a turbo, which is very good right now. They're both very good because of runic pyramid, where they wouldn't be quite as good usually. And then card remove is also always a decent option. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things to think about here. Miss Sabletip, thanks for 5 gifted subs to the community, and Red Crane, thanks so much for 5 gifted subs to the community as well. Appreciate it. Hey Lapata, hey Lurking Presence. You thought it was 70 to 75%? Yeah, more like 60%. Can we just keep going lower? Anybody think it's below 50%? We can do like Price is Right for water. Water in the human body. So taking Ball Lightning seems nice, because I do need more orbs. And if I take Ball Lightning at that point, I'm limited quite a lot on what else I can do. At that point, I can't afford Dark Shackles anyway. I can still afford... Oh. Okay, we're gonna listen to some sub-alerts, that's cool. I can't still afford a card remove. Thank you very much for the 26 gifted subs, Connexi, which gets Connexi up to 300 total in the channel. Much, much, much appreciated. Thank you again, everyone. Is there gonna be another Jorbs plus this stream? There can be. We can make that happen. I don't know if you want me to replace current goals or start thinking about stretch goals or just do it extra for free. I could do that too. I mean, I already got water, so... How much a dono for Jorbs somersault again? Oh my gosh, people are getting illusions of grandeur. I can see the like silly things you can make Jorbs do in your eyes, like the dollar signs in the eyes of like Scrooge McDuck and DuckTales. You know what I'm talking about? I feel like that's a very famous cartoon thing. The loop does seem very cheap, but I already have a capacitor. I guess with a capacitor, all of a sudden consume gets better, which makes loop in turn better. Turbo's very good here. I might just take turbo. Card remove's quite good as well. I'm just gonna take card remove. I'm not gonna spend money on a common right now. This deck's doing fine. It's off to a good enough start with Cold Snap and the Ball Lightning that I think I can get away with removing another strike here. And I'm not going to go crazy and try to take 3 elites this act. The end of the act is pretty iffy in terms of just having lots and lots of fights. I think I already have some, you know, my upgrades are bad. Oh, whatever. I'll take another elite then. I take it all back. I take it all back. Everything I said was a lie. Also, we actually are donating in order to buy all of the fresh water in the world so that other people can't have it. It's all... I have misled and deceived you all. No. The Baffla! Thanks very much for the $100 donation. Sir, you inspired to brave the quagmire and not expire while slaying the spire. Popping bars on us. Alright. Thank you very much for the $100 donation, the Baffla. Hey Magic the Mentoring. Doing great. Doing really well. Let's play a dual cast. Hopefully we hit here. Nice. It makes the rest of the fight much easier for us. I've moved on from stealing diamonds to just pretending to give to charity while keeping the money. Sure. White collar crime. Is diamond stealing white collar crime? I feel like white collar crime's like tax evasion, right? Whereas diamond stealing actually does have an element of physical labor in it. Core Search Plus is not a bad pickup here at all. Like 15 damage for 1 energy is very significant at this point in the game. And then with Pyramid, like all of a sudden if we hit a biased cognition, we have an artifact charge for it. Young Brown, thanks so much for the $50 donation. Says thanks for using your platform in such an awesome way. Thanks for helping support me do that, Young Brown. And Too Many Spiders donated $5 and says, it's storming where I am, please take my water. I will deploy the Jorbs wizards immediately. And we'll take as much of it as we can. Hey, Jasmers! Chronotron Gun, hello. Did your $5 donation go through? Which confuses me too, for what it's worth. Don't feel like you were alone in that one. Let me look that up for you, Cotillion. Hey Boutois, hey Ultiville. Soxanobe, hello. Yes, I got it, but I missed it. I think the notification probably came up while I wasn't looking. Cotillion Paran donated $5 and says water is a human right. Thank you, Cotillion Paran. Much appreciated. Is this pick difficult? Yes. Yes. All 3 of these are better than skipping. I think by a significant amount. This pick is quite tough. We have a fairly high quality block card in Boot Sequence. It's only made better by Runic Pyramid. We have a fairly high quality attack card in Barrage, which is also, I think, made better by Runic Pyramid, and which works quite nicely with Zap Ball Lightning, and Cold Snap does very good damage. And we have a Go for the Eyes. Go for the Eyes is interesting on Defect because Defect scales so strongly with orbs. So even though Weak is a nice debuff that scales later on into the game, I think on most characters, there's something else that scales even more than Weak. Oh no, there it was. there's your $5 donation, Cotillion Paran. We're just... That was 6 minutes ago that you donated. We're just, I guess, a little bit backed up on alerts there. Wendy donated $25 and says, Jorbs, Somersault, or Mutiny, and thank you for all you do, but also Somersault. Let me get to the end of this. So, Go for the Eyes is, let's actually write on screen for this, because I think this one's interesting. This is good against Gremlin Knob and Lagavulin, which are the next elite fights. It's also, like, not bad at all against Slime Boss, I wouldn't say, and in general it is made better by Runic Pyramid. Whoa, is it? Yes. It's because we can always play it while we're getting attacked by an enemy. Barrage is like currently 18 damage for 1, which is great against Gremlin Knob. It's actually, I don't think it's that good against Lagavulin at the moment, because I think we always kill Lagavulin before it attacks us the 3rd time with this deck, with it set up like it is at the moment. And we never kill it before it attacks us the 2nd time. So I think it's not actually super relevant against Lagavulin, but it is very good against Slime Boss. And it's good later. Just good damage later. Especially with Capacitor. So we have a billion reasons like that. Boot sequence, it's good because we have no sustain, I would say, and we're going into a part of the act where that matters. It's good because of Runic Pyramid, which means that if we don't have to use it on turn 1, we can use it on a later turn. It's good because, well, this is sort of like, this is actually more of a minus for these other ones. Molten Egg means that we're going to have access to many upgraded attacks over the course of the run. And so we're going to have other options to pick up good damage from attacks. I think I'm going to take Boot Sequence because of that. I think that's going to be my reasoning for taking Boot Sequence. Defect, by the time you get to late game also, Defect tends to like having lots of block cards and scaling cards and not that many attack cards, I would say, because Defect scaling is so powerful. I mean, that's sort of actually just true of all the characters, probably. Zelt, thanks for the 7 months. Agbamushu to you too. The Young Breacher, thanks for the 4 months. Agbamushu to you too. $40 for 10-year supply of water. Not a supply of water, we're setting up pumps that run on solar power, and the general leverage on a project like this. Specifically for September, the money is going toward setting up pumps in Mali. And generally, the leverage on a project like this is that you set up, you get enough fresh water out of the pumps for fresh water for 1 person per $40, and the pumps tend to survive for around 10 years, plus or minus things, conditions, you know, different projects last different amounts of times based on how the world works, basically. So, it's a pretty sweet project. IMO. Herodium. Kirchhoff, thanks very much for the Twitch Prime. Agbamushu to YouTube. Ape Coop for Draki. Let's upgrade Capacitor, I think. I don't know. I'm not really ready to upgrade Capacitor. Maybe take a Ball Lightning upgrade first. Maybe take a Dual Cast upgrade because of Pyramid. The thing is, I'm likely to have 4 energy in Act 2 anyway, which means that the energy upgrades don't matter as much for Pyramid anymore. Oh, well now they like really don't. That's cool. That's a nice pickup. And Droctonus donated $25. It says German Silent Run. German Silent Run. Incoming. And Seer donated $5 and says another drop in the bucket. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, both of you. We gotta kill this one, actually. $18, $22. Okay, we can kill it. I won't be frail next turn because of my artifact charge. Whoa, whoa, I won't be weak next turn. Okay, well I guess that's fine too, I don't know. Not quite what I thought was happening, but okay, that's fine. We're good now. I wonder why it drew Frail before Weak when Weak had been applied before Frail. You know what I'm saying? Wonder why I did it that way. Doesn't really make sense to me. Is it backseating for chat to tell chat to go donate? You're allowed to do that a little bit. But in general, I would like people to be in charge of deciding whether they donate on their own. I don't want people to feel super pressured to do that, especially in the year 2020, if you know what I'm saying. Jekyll Bunny, thanks for gifting us up to the community. On Bomusho to YouTube. Do debuffs have a consistent ordering? For enemies, yes. Enemies always debuff you in the same order. For generally the entire game, no. Some enemies apply a certain debuff before another. Well, we got the barrage as well if we wanted. I think with the mummified hand, I could probably take cool-headed over skipping there. I don't think I take turbo anymore because of the mummified hand. But I think probably just taking the barrage is better than both of those anyway. And we should do very well in this fight. Trying to draw more cards, get our orbs set up before we start fighting. Zelan Star, thanks for 5 months. On promo show to YouTube. Am I actually killing it next turn? Oh, I'm actually killing it next turn. Okay. That thing I said about never killing it before it attacks the second time turned out to not be even remotely true. That's good to know. Buffer? Buffer is participating in the charity effort today by walking around the apartment meowing at me. Matches. Very much for the 5 months. Zelan Star. Shall I do a somersault while holding Zephyr? You like that, Zephyr? Would you like to participate in our efforts? Raise money for charity? Can you do any tricks? Zephyr does not know any tricks. Zephyr knows lie in box and fall asleep, meow for food, and bath time. He's also very good at making biscuits. Oh, Zephyr has water. Zephyr absolutely has water. Oh, okay. Sure. Why do cats make biscuits? The only thing I've ever seen that claimed to be giving an answer to that question claimed it was a thing that was used to get more milk when you were a kitten, basically. That's the only explanation I've ever seen for it. I don't know if that's right or not, but I haven't ever seen a different one. Ye Flux, hey Miss McKenna Bond, hey the Rally stream. Did I say thanks for the 13 months Offbeat Duder? Thank you for the 13 months. Sorry if I missed that. Got a Cold Snap Plus. DJ McMahon and wife, thank you for the $25 donation. DJ McMahon and wife say, hey Jorbs, thanks for playing for a good cause, keep being awesome. Thank you. I'll try my best. And one top Entropic Brew here, this is spooky. Not a good starting hand against Gremlin Nobrate. And Zephyr Toad donates $101 and says, my brother and I love watching your streams. One up at Draco Fizz. Thank you, Zephyr Toad. I'm glad the two of you enjoy the streams. Having used the potions, I have then drawn a much better hand and decided I don't actually need to drink the strength potion, apparently. Now I'm changing my mind again. 16, 32, 38. Yeah, I mean, I probably didn't have to take this hit. But on the other hand, I think it's completely fine. So, like, we have an Eternal Feather. I don't even need to rest before Slime Boss here, I don't think. Especially with a Stone Calendar, which is an excellent card against Slime Boss, and I'm taking a Fission, which is great. Ooh, Fission's the upgrade here, I think. Get more output for Act 2. So against Slime Boss with a Stone Calendar and a Runic Pyramid, all we really have to do is not die next turn, which is very easy to do because we have a boot sequence, and then Stone Calendar almost wins the fight by itself from there. I guess I could also just split here and save money for next act, or save health rather for next act. I have 39 damage, so that's slightly short, actually. I think that's actually slightly short. Alright. I'll take 8 then. Whatever. Fission gets a bunch of front-loaded output when you upgrade it, which is often good. But I would say that it's like much better against the Act 4 elites than it is against the Heart, I guess, would be a distinction that I would make. It's good in the fights where getting damage early matters, and a bit less relevant in the fights where getting damage early matters less. Alright, in Stone Calendar we'll just go ahead and kill next turn. Oops. All for one, Rainbow and Core Surge. I do have 3 0 costs, but 2 of them have Exhaust. I think I take Rainbow now that I have a Fission. Becomes more valuable to be able to fill my orb slots quickly. My immediate thought is that this is a Pandora's box. Wilson, thanks for the $25 donation. Wilson says, be excellent to each other. And Lemurray, thanks very much for the $250 donation. Much appreciate that. Very much. I'm gonna go see if I can convince Zephyr to have a nap, because he's actually been walking around the apartment meowing for the last 30 minutes, and it's going to drive me insane if it keeps going. I'll be right back. By the way, I am wearing my Pistol Lake, one of the t-shirts and one of the hoodies today, and they are very comfortable. Hashtag sponsored question mark? I don't know. The CEO sent me some clothes to try out for free, and I like them. Anyway, returning to this stuff. It really feels like I have a lot of energy from Mummified Hand and Fission already, and I can just take Pandora's box. Because nobody, like, strikes or defends, right? They're just not good. So we got, for that, an FTL plus, a Ball Lightning plus, a Compile Driver plus. I would say those are significant upgrades on the 2 strikes that we had. We got an Auto Shields and a Reinforced Body, significantly better than the defense we had. And we got a Multicast, which is like a card that is powerful enough to be run-defining. Couple that with the Dark Orb we have from our Rainbow, and we already have a win in the champ fight very easily, for example. Helio, thanks for the Twitch Prime. One more show to you as well. I removed 2 strikes so far this run. Okay. I'm a little bit iffy on our turn 1, even with the boot sequence. That's the only thing I'm not quite feeling right now with this deck. Might just go up the left side. There isn't much flexibility in it, but it gets 3 campfires and 2 elites, and I think that's more than we get in other places. Campfires seem really good because they heal us with Eternal Feather and we get an upgrade. So we have to go through four hallway fights to get there, but other than that, seems fine. No store on the path. I think that'll be alright. Anon, hey, thanks very much for the $100 donation. Much appreciated. Taking one here. Guess that's fine. A nice interaction. Capacitor makes rainbow cost 0. I guess I probably just had lethal. This way's lethal too, though. It's just a different lethal. It takes one more turn. Got an Entropic Brew back. There's a hologram, compile driver plus, and a skim. Hologram isn't the best at getting auto shields back, I guess, but does some alright stuff. It gets barrage back, it gets cold snap back. One thing about the deck right now is there are not actually many cards in it. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cards that don't exhaust. And I don't have that many cards that exhaust either. It's not like it takes that long to get down to 12 cards. So with a Runic Pyramid, I don't think Hologram's that incredible, because I think I can just basically draw every card in my deck every turn anyway. I liked Long Way Down, Balrog Link. It seemed like a really fun game to play off stream, and I might actually do that. I could probably also play it on stream, but I think it's like more praise to say that a game seemed really fun to play off stream than on stream, because like I sort of wanted to play it by myself and just not have to worry about like running a show and stuff while I was doing it. It seemed super well done. It seemed like the story could get pretty interesting. I liked the graphics and the music. Oatway, thanks for the $100 donation. Oatway says art. Thank you, Oatway. Hashtag sponsored on Long Way Down, by the way. Sometimes it's a little bit, I don't know, it's weird to be asked for an honest opinion about something you've been paid to promote, you know? But I can definitely tell you that all of those were good things about A Long Way Down. I am no longer being paid to promote them more. Let's go for remove a card and upgrade a random card, maybe? What would I even remove? There isn't really anything to remove. Just upgrade 2 random cards? It's pretty good. I don't have 2 cards that I particularly want to transform either. We just take 2 upgrades here, I think. Should we punch? We could punch. It would be a questionable play. No, no, no. We'll do this. Boot sequence plus dual cast plus. That's nice. Hey, Anderson Robert K. Thanks for the $50 donation. Peace up, Maddie. I'm glad you enjoy the YouTube stuff. I think I just block. With Fission in hand, I'm gonna have like some sort of ridiculous turn next turn, presumably. I'm just not quite ready to have a ridiculous turn this turn. Alright. That feels so good. I guess I play boot sequence. So like Kaiser thanks to 22 months. And Revo thanks for the 39 months. Angbomo show to you both. I'm being attacked for 6. Becca's strong. Becca's quite strong. Ooh, I think we could take a genetic algorithm here. I don't see why not. Still fairly early in the run, and it's a runic pyramid run, so this card is great. Arth Bob, thanks for the 8 months. I'll show to YouTube. Runic pyramid. Frost over in front for dual cast and multicast. Runic pyramid makes genetic algorithm significantly better because we can hold it until the turn where we most need it, right? It just hits rainbow every time. It's incredible. Alright. Asterios, thanks very much for saying hi. I just like autoed into my thanking for a sub mode there when you were just saying hi. Well, thanks for saying hi too. Sweeping Beam. Sweeping Beam isn't bad. I don't currently have any AoE. I'm beating the AoE fights just by being incredibly strong in general, but unless I wait until turn 7, I don't actually have AoE in the deck. Also take a charge battery. Could have one more block card, I wouldn't hate it. Works sort of nicely with multicast too. Fission multicast is like almost a combo, but not quite. It's like a combo if you don't think hard enough about it. Shouldn't I say the run is strong instead of the deck is strong? Relic's a part of the deck. So are the potions, so is your health total. I don't know. You can say the run is strong if you want. Yes, Rebelier. Yeah. Oh my god. We're almost at $3,000 donated already. I bet coupled with the stuff that's coming to the channel directly, we're above 3,000. Oh, okay. You're fine. Fair enough. Thanks for the $1,000 donation, S. Rebelier. As Jorbs, thank you for raising money for this S-tier charity. I'm glad so many of you are on board with the cause. I think it's a really good one. I don't know what, like, I can just never predict what's going to happen with these streams. Because I thought this would be a really chill one. I thought, like, it is the year 2020, it is the end of the month before people get paychecks. And this is a cause that, like, isn't directly related to COVID-19. It's a cause that I, like, think is a really good one to be raising money for. The reason I'm raising money for a charity water right now is that before 2020, I set up an entire year of raising awareness and money for charities related to global warming. And so we had, like, carbon sequestering and education about science and fresh water for people and money for climate refugees. And then COVID-19 happened, and a ton of the charities I was talking to like changed their models and stuff like that, and the entire year sort of like fell apart a little bit, which is okay. It's okay. It was a big ambitious project, and I still got some of it done. I don't know. It wasn't a complete failure or anything. But yeah, Charity Water is a charity that I really believe is super important. And it's nice. It just makes me very happy. It just makes me very happy. The people are on board. Well, I do charities for the other elements as well. Fire, earth, wind, and multipass. I don't think fire needs charitable help right now. Wind? Yeah. I like earth. Could do an earth charity. Firefighting. There's some interesting stuff with fire, right? Like, how do you control fire? Do you set proactive fires in less dangerous times of the year to burn off undergrowth, stuff like that? You could probably find a charity related to that. I think I do take Sleeping Beam because I have to be able to beat Slavers, and I think it helps quite a lot, especially with a Strength Potion. And it's like sort of an inconsequential card to have in the deck later. It's not a very good card later, but it looks like the deck has a lot of energy probably, even already before seeing the rest of the run. And so it should be okay to have a card that draws one card for 1 energy in the deck going forward. Thanks for the gifted sub, Tob. And Viper Magus. Thanks very much for the $50 donation. Show. What donation threshold for me to go fight fires? I think I'm probably better here, staying out of the way of people who know what they're doing. That's my opinion on sending me to fight fires. I'm not sure that it would actually help very much. Fight. We should just, like, play Fission every turn. Why don't we just draft more of the Fission card? It seems really good. Josuke, thanks for the 18 months. I'll show to you as well. Combine the 4 bottom incentives, do a chat run with Shovel and Shard. I think the chat run will be with Shard. I think I'm starting with Shovel and Shard. It doesn't say which character it is, right? I was thinking that playing another Prismatic Shard run would be fun. What did I end up calling that character? Prismatic Shard Man, I think? Prismatic Shard Person. Prismatic Shard Person, yeah. Do strength bots? I don't like this fight at all. I think we are somewhat bad at it compared to other things. Won't that be too strong? I wouldn't. I think... Okay. I mean... I don't want to say something mean here. I wouldn't worry too much about a character that I let Twitch chat pick the cards for being too strong. And you can read in between the lines to try to work out what exactly I mean by... Anyway, yeah. Don't worry. I wasn't talking about you, I was talking about the other people in Twitch chat. Singing Bowl. I think it immediately gets value. Don't see why I need any of these. Well, okay. The reason I might need some of those is if I never get focus in the entire run. Maybe I need a beam cell for damage. We'll deal with that later, I think. I don't think I'm taking a beam cell now. Capacitor beam cell barrage, though, you know? It is a lot of damage. Especially with this potion, actually. Why is Thunderstrike a thing? I've taken Thunderstrike before in my life. It should probably cost, like, 1. But if you ignore its cost, it can be alright. Like if you have Snecko Eye. Maybe it should cost 2. I don't know. 3 is a lot. 3 is quite a lot to ask. I think the genetic algorithm's okay without upgrading it. I am thinking about upgrading the genetic algorithm here, though, whereas in a lot of runs I wouldn't even think about that. Do we bottle Core Surge? I think I Sapphire Key. Core Surge is an okay bottle for the heart fight, is the thing. It's like an okay bottle in a lot of places. Okay, I'll bottle Core Surge. Well... it does give up a relic next act and they don't currently really benefit much from it. Interesting. I have 73 health. I saw things new. Thanks for the $100 donation to the cause. Much appreciated. I would much rather get a Clockwork Souvenir than bottle a Core Surge. If I bought a Clockwork Souvenir, it would cost me 160 gold and I would get +1 card drawn on turn 1, basically. Yeah, I don't know. I am unimpressed by this. There are just stronger things you can do in this game. Oh. Up says. Why did I stop playing Long War 2? Well, I've been playing Slay the Spire, and I can't play 2 games at the same time. Guess we save Sweeping Beam for next turn, huh? I should have played that first. Definitely should have played that first. Alright, we're fine anyway. Runic Pyramid always adds so much more thinking. Ooh. Sometimes. It depends. Runic Pyramid gives you much more flexibility in what you can do, but it also sometimes makes you so much stronger that it doesn't matter. Like, at some point, if you can just, like, make every play wrong and still win, it doesn't matter if the run has become more complicated, really. Good with max HP here, I think. one of the reasons that bottling Core Surge isn't quite as important is that we have a Singing Bowl. And so surviving turn 2 and 3 of the Heart Fight with a Singing Bowl and an early genetic algorithm is not nearly as scary as trying to do it without those two things. Let's have one of these upgraded. McTwizzler, thanks for the 2 months. Promo show to you too. How many mentions do I think the voice actor for Fat Gremlin has? 2. I feel like probably not one to like flaunt wealth. I just get that feeling from the voice. So probably like 2 mentions plus some charitable contributions, you know. Hey, BRB for chimes. Ampersand, hello. Is Blizzard ever worth it? Deals a lot of damage if you channel a lot of Frost Orbs, right? Ah! These donations. Christopher Kelson, thank you very much for the $25 donation. Says excellent stream, rock on. Insanity Dance, thanks for the $500 donation. Insanity Dance says water is rad. Gosh, I'm going to... So Hydrojorbs is a new form of Jorbs, obviously. Hydrojorbs is going to only drink water. At the start of the stream, I committed to that for 30 days. And I was like fairly confident that it wouldn't happen. And I am a fool. So I'm about to become a much healthier person, which will be interesting. I'm curious to see what that's like. I'm not adding a stay hydrated bot. I refuse. I understand how to hydrate myself. I am an adult. I am an adult human being. Do not have to add a robot to tell me when to drink water. Am I allowed to eat? Yes. Yes, I'm allowed to eat food. But I'm only going to drink water. Stay Hydrated bot is no longer on Twitch. I'm glad. Predatory advertising from the water industry, in my opinion. A non-donated $50 says, heck yeah, water. And Fat Gremlin voice actor says $50. Donated $50 and says, I'm surprised you could tell so much about me from my voice. It's just one of those reads, I guess. Just had a hunch. What are my thoughts about big water? I think that water should be available to everyone at very low prices, and that probably water is one of the worst possible things to run a for-profit company about. That is my opinion on politics. Big water, do I mean a lake? Yeah, I think so. I almost just spilled my big water bottle all over the floor. Where can I put this on my desk that won't involve me hitting it with my elbow? Put it on the floor. There's like, if you put it right next to your keyboard, you can ruin your keyboard. If you put it or the edge of the desk, you can knock it off the desk. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough, chat. Am I allowed to eat soup this month, or does that count as a type of non-water liquid being drank? I think I'm probably technically allowed to eat soup. Q-Pop, thanks for the $25 donation. Q-Pop says, love Hydrojorbs. Put a top on the water bottle, but then I would have to remove the top to drink the water. No. No, that doesn't sound okay. I think I'm gonna take a go for the eyes. It is a go for the eyes plus, which is better than a not go for the eyes plus. I'm gonna discard my weak potion and grab an essence of darkness that I can use somewhere. I already fought this one. This is no, this isn't okay. Definitely already fought this one. Mr. Peepers! Thanks for the Twitch Prime. I'll go show to you too. Can I eat a beersicle? No, I won't be. I won't be putting beer anywhere near my digestive system. Is the defect hydrated? I don't know. How do you think the defect is fueled? I sort of get like solar energy vibes, but I don't know how much sunlight there really is in the Spire. This is great. This is great and all, but I still haven't gotten another power in my deck after going all the way through Act 2. And that's actually sort of concerning. That's a little bit concerning. It's fueled by hatred. It's fueled by the core, but the core is cracked. You're probably, I mean, I'm sure you are right. It is a cracked core though. I know this because I read it on the internet or something. Grab rainbow, grab the fission. Okay, I have a Dark Orb and I have a multicast. I don't have any focus. And I have a bunch of cards which channel orbs, which I sort of a little bit can't play. Because of said Dark Orb. But hopefully this will be alright. Thunderstrike might have been good this fight. Sure, Thunderstrike would have been great this fight. If we were in a situation where the only thing we had to worry about really was the champ fight, I would have taken a Thunderstrike back then. Maniatic, thanks for the $40 donation. Please share this water with your loved one for 5 years, because life is short. Or long. I don't know. It depends. Thank you very much, Maniatic. Don't need to play this yet. It has all the tools it needs to win, but not enough parts to make it. I do not entirely understand what that means. Iginku! Tell the story of last night's secret stream. Ooh. Do you want to hear the story of last night's secret stream? Gather around, chat. So sometimes I stream secret streams, which are functionally identical to not secret streams, except that I say that they're secret. And last night I streamed one of those and I played Among Us, the game of murder and deception, with some friends, including Caitlin, my loved one. And it was Caitlin's first time ever playing. And so it was important to me that I made sure that if Caitlin was one of the imposters, I made sure that, like, it was easy for her to kill me if she wanted to, and I could cover for her if she didn't kill me, and stuff like that. This became very important to me. That kills me. And we got to a 4 people left situation where there was one imposter and Caitlin and I were both alive, and it turned out that Caitlin was the imposter. And I very blatantly claimed that I was the imposter and died for her. And it was very enjoyable. Anyway, I tweeted the clip. The clip's probably funnier than my explanation of the clip. I'm gonna take Fission again. This card seems pretty... Card seems pretty good. You think the last round was the best one? I don't remember what happened in the last round. I'm gonna take a cursed key. I don't have any strikes to remove, right? So I can probably even open chests because I just go to a store and remove what's in the chest. Probably want to go this way because it's the only guaranteed store after the chest, and if I do get a pain with a runic pyramid, it's gonna kill my run. So let's aim for over there. I missed the part where I legitimately was pretty sure she was town until basically the final vote. Maybe I made it seem that way to Twitch chat, but that was only because I didn't want to give her away. Is it possible to transform Ascender's Bane? Nope. Cannot transform Ascender's Bane. It is not allowed. Cosmic Spy, thanks for the Twitch Prime. Mortal Wombat, thanks for the year. I'll show to you both. Probably die, Xanax. Generally, you want more damage in your deck early so that you can kill elites and get relics, which will make you stronger quickly. I think it's possible to transform Bane if you have 3 or fewer cards in deck total and pick Astrolabe. Is that true? Alright, well I didn't know that. I'm gonna take the Consume Plus. We actually have some focus available for the deck. That's nice. Now all of a sudden we can think about like playing Consume Plus 3 times and having 2 Frost Orbs and a Dark Orb, and that sets up to do pretty well in some fights. Red Crane, thanks for gifting a sub to Jum. Agbomo showed you both. Am I going to have to defend myself to Caitlyn that I'm not the imposter and then immediately... Oh yeah, I remember that. I was just a little bit concerned that like it was a possibility. But Caitlyn was the evil mastermind behind it all from the start. Surprising no one. Caitlyn is well within her abilities to deceive a group of people and murder them. Like, she works with children professionally, so this is not even, it's like, probably Caitlyn playing that game was comparable to a professional NBA player, like playing some pickup basketball. Just play this now so I don't forget to play it later. Fight seems to be under control. So I'm saying Caitlyn's untrustworthy. I'm saying that Caitlyn can be untrustworthy if she wants to be. She's actually very trustworthy. I don't really want another cool-headed here. It's unupgraded. I'll take an upgraded one. But I already have double cold snap and one cool-headed. I guess I could use one more. I guess one more. Okay, fine. Any powers in the store? Storm. That's nice. I do have a reinforced body and a multicast, so Chemex seems really good. Imperio. I'm glad you've had an extremely amazing day. That's awesome. Would I consider picking Strange Spoon in this run? I could see it. I don't think I'm buying a Hornclate, but it's really good. I don't think I'm buying it. It is really good. I need to get to 100 gold by the next store, right? Hey, does anyone remember if the third card of the first card reward this act was an uncommon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, Nightfish. I don't remember exactly how the RNG works, but the RNG for card rewards and the RNG for golden chests are tied such that if you get an uncommon at a certain card reward, you'll be able to tell if there's gold in a chest or not. Anyway, I haven't worked out how to actually do that, and I'm pretty sure it falls apart really quickly as you go through an act anyway. How much gold do you get in elite fights in this game? You'd think that I'd know. It'd be incorrect. You get 25 to 35 for elites and 10 to 20 for normal encounters. So the worst possible I could get is 10, 20, 70, 80, 105. The worst possible I could get is still enough to remove. I can take Horncleat then. Seek for capacitor rainbow, I guess? Yeah, Thelusis. So what sort of stretch goals would people like to see? Because I do still have an entire day of this charity stream to go. And you've got me in a pliable mood. Make some requests and maybe I'll say yes. Spencer, thanks for the $100 donation to charity water. Spencer says, Steam Barrier is a waste of water. Please don't spend this on Steam Barrier. I will not. I don't think Steam Barrier... I mean, Steam Barrier is often good with Ruining Pyramid, but I think in this exact run, we have so much energy that we don't really need a zero-cost okay block card. And Zaboric, thank you for the $25 donation to charity water as well. Another haircut. My hair's great, come on. Then we want to watch this video in portions after every act. Oh yeah, we did. I forgot. Jorbs branded water bottle? I think actually you can buy a Jorbs branded water bottle, sort of. Because we have a partnership with Rogue Energy. And they made a custom shaker for us. Here. So if you want Jorbs branded water bottle, it actually sort of already exists. It's not, it is F2K branding, not Jorbs branding, but it actually sort of exists. Not starving yet, thanks to the $50 donation to charity water. So people ask me when the latest I would pick up genetic algorithm is, and it's like, for genetic algorithm plus at least, it's significantly later than this. I don't think that's close. The genetic algorithm plus seems incredible here. Alright, good reroll. AJ Gibbs. Stipulation run, attempting to force a deck based around zero cost attacks. Anger, Shiv, Claw, or Flurry. There's also Weave for Watcher. I think every Watcher run sort of wants for Flurry to be very good. Just isn't necessarily the case that Flurry actually is very good. Oh good, yeah, that's reasonable. Just attack me for 42, that's better. Oh, no skip run could be fun. Could do a no skip run. Enable, disable Keck W incentive every $100. Is there a good competing emote against Keck W? Because I'm totally on board with that. We could agree that we were enabling one more emote today, but have it be a contest of sorts between Keck W and something else. What about the cat one? What's the cat one? There's like Cat Jam or something right now, isn't there? Cat Jam or Keck W? I'm gonna do every $500. At $5,000, I will enable Cat Jam. And at $5,500, I will disable Cat Jam and enable Cat W. Draw your allegiances. Make your decisions. The result of tonight's donating will be permanent. At $6,000, no, we disable Tech W and re-enable Cat Jam. Heatsinks is a power. It feels like it's not as strong when you only have one power in your deck, though, right? Unfortunately. But it is certainly a power. Ooh, Barrage. Ah. Next, thanks for gifting a sub to Imperio. Antomo Shodia boat. I can sing a rainbow, sing a rainbow, sing a rainbow too. Anybody else know that jam? I don't remember which kids TV show that was from. Gosh, it's a good one. Hey, Jim Miles. Divine Smash. NK stretch goal to remove Rainbow Plus? No, we can't remove Rainbow Plus. Neither is currently enabled. It starts at 5,000, the Cubist. We are only now about to begin. I swear that I Can Sing a Rainbow Song was in the Japanese-English curriculum while you were teaching. Maybe it's not actually from a TV show. Maybe it's just like song for kids or something. I wonder where it came from though. Who wrote it? From whence did it begin? That's already enough block, right? And then next turn I have Stone Calendar, so coupled with any reasonable amount of damage, that should be it. I didn't even need it. Stone Calendar was here though. Stone Calendar was attempting to help. I'm going to take Amplify so that I can play my Capacitor twice. This is an interesting defect deck. Not starving yet, thanks for the $50 donation to the charity. Polycott, thanks for the $25 donation. Polycott says, Turtle Friend! Thank you, Polycott. Sorry. Sorry, everybody who was napping. I apologize. Did I not play Genetic Algorithm? Oh my gosh. When I lose the run, we'll know why. Was from a show called Captain Noah and His Magical Ark. Alright. Now we know. Did it have any other bangers? Or was that the only one? Need an arc, I know a guy. Heebie-jeebie. Heebie-jeebie. Heebie. Just feeling quite upset right now. I don't know why. Should we get the advertising music back again? That hasn't made its presence known on the stream in what, 12 hours? Probably 24 hours. Go for the eyes again. Steam barrier. Darkness. Darkness. Do I need darkness for like scaling damage and fights or something? I have the one dark orb from Rainbow, but Rainbow is not upgraded. And I have a bunch of fissions in my deck, so I often just evoke it pretty early. I don't think it's a terrible idea to grab a darkness here. On the other hand, plus max HP is quite good. Plus max HP is pretty good at the moment. I'm gonna say that the deck, now that it has an amplify, it scales up to a point where we don't really need that darkness. I wonder what it's like being a copy pasta creator these days, because there are already so many good ones. I wonder if it makes it more difficult to come up with something new, or if you can take inspiration from the good ones which already exist, and it's actually easier to come up with new good ones. It's a competitive industry. I believe that. It's probably like writing a novel. Yeah, I mean, you probably need a little bit more dedication, I would say, to get through an entire copy pasta, but they both involve writing. Oh, I'm gonna take another one of these. That seems pretty good. Okay, gotta open this chest. I already have the blue key. I took it last act instead of bottled flame. I've had it the entire time. Whatever. I'll take a toy ornithopter. I am perhaps perhaps not 100% focused today. More like 105 or maybe 110% focused. This auto shields sure got bad pretty quick, didn't it? This is the edge the water can provide. Yeah, there's no way I make that mistake if I've had nothing to drink but water for the last 30 days. All right, we are good to go. Look at our hand. We also have a mummified hand. It doesn't get to do very much. But yes, we do have a mummified hand. I should have probably found a way to play the X-Cost cards before I reshuffled. That would probably have been a good idea. Oh well. No coffee as well. Yeah, I don't drink coffee anyway. I drink water, juice, soda, beer, sometimes scotch. Scotch Jorbs makes the occasional appearance on the stream. Loveless, thanks so much for the 10 gifted subs. Bomo show to you too. For those of you who do not know, the norm for charity streams here is we have a page set up where you can donate to Charity Water. Charity Water is an awesome cause. What we are raising money for right now specifically is getting fresh water to people in Mali. My understanding of how that's happening is that we are paying for solar powered, you can just say solar powered, right? Solar powered pumps to pump water for people to drink. And so you have sustainable energy that you're investing in. You're getting repeated value out of this thing once it's built. Normally a project like this will keep providing water for 10 years plus or minus some amount. That's what Anthony told me on our call yesterday. Anthony's gonna join us on stream in a little bit too. If you have any specific questions about the charity, he'll be able to answer them with more expertise than I have. Where was I up to in my explanation? I just found out. Sorry. It's got a like slightly distracting message. Hopefully that's okay. So anyway, we're raising money for Charity Water and it's an awesome cause. $40 is enough to provide one person with fresh water for 10 years, which is incredible leverage on money. I did the math myself, and I believe my math on that was that was $0.000004 to give somebody who wouldn't have had fresh water with a meal, fresh water with a meal. Math might be wrong, but honestly, like, that number is so small that I don't even know what it means anyway. So if it's wrong, does it really matter? I'm gonna take card remove and loop here. Loop seems like a really good pickup. And so there's a page set up for you to donate directly. Well, to donate to the charity through Soft Giving. Soft Giving is a site that will give 100% of your donations straight to the charity, and they operate based on voluntary tips, so don't feel like you have to add a tip at all. If you want your money all to go to the charity, you just say no tip, it's all going to the charity, and it all goes to the charity, which is really cool. Also, if you want to use the payment methods which you're used to on my channel, maybe it's just like easier to go to the page that you're familiar with, or you have a desire to gift some subs, or you have some bits lying around and you can only use those on Twitch or whatever. That does not legally count as a charitable donation for your taxes, if that's something you care about, because technically what you're doing is giving a donation to me. But at the end of the stream, I go ahead and work out how much money my channel made over the course of the day, and then I make my own contribution to the charity. And so that's how I've always done charity stuff in this community, and how I'll always continue to, probably. It just seems like the best way to do it. And if it's more comfortable for you to donate here for whatever reason, it does get to the charity. It's just minus a little bit of, like, you pay one extra transaction fee basically. Thank you for the $50 donation, Austin. There are 2 fish-ins in the deck, that's correct. Yes, I'll update the command sheet for $500 to the charity, yes, Rebelier. We'll absolutely do that. This seems reasonable. I can make that happen. No Profundia! Thanks for the $50 donation to the charity as well. It's time for Cat Jam! Oh, we passed $5,000. I am committed to only drinking water for 30 days. I'm gonna go throw the rest of this smoothie out. I'm not wasting. There isn't really anything left in here anyway. But I just feel like it just feels like it's inappropriate for it to be near me at this point, as I am now Hydrojorbs. Hydrojorbs only drinks water. Let me work out how to enable Cat Jam. Hey, can a mod enable Cat Jam, or do I have to do it? How do I do that? Channel. Emotes. God, I don't know how to do that. I'm gonna fill up my bottle of water first and then I'll work it out. Thought we were doing cat jam first. Why are people writing Keck W? Did somebody make it work? Or do I still have to do it myself? Oh no. Editors. Add a new editor. Here we go. srab Golier. I think Blazor's around too, right? If you are a mod who's around who would like to be an editor for Better Twitch TV for this channel right now, it's at 5,500 right now. Ketcham got scammed. Heck W. Alright, I can't do the laugh. I tried really hard there. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Chat. Thank you, sravelier, for the $500 donation. Says we must update the commands spreadsheet to find the mollusk mage copy pasta. It's actually really easy for me to do, which is why I do it every 6 months. Just have to go in here, go to maybe it's not that easy for me to do. Where is it? What? Should be easy for me to do. Find in project. In project. Message responses, that's what I called it. God, I made that so hard for myself. If this breaks my computer, I apologize. The file for message responses is 1 megabyte. And I have copy pasted it to sravelier so I don't have to deal with that anymore. There you go, have fun. Thank you for enabling that, sravelier. Alright, we're actually still below 2 hours in this run, which is pretty insane to me. I guess we've been cruising through the gameplay. EasyJ, thanks so much for the $50 donation to Charity Water. I don't know that Essence of Steel is much better than Speed Potion. Doesn't really feel like it is, and I like the Scaling Potions, and I think I like the Weak Potion as a better defensive option than Essence of Steel, so... stay like this. Hey, can of soup! It would not be below the infamous criminal Jacques Orblong to launder money through Keck W and Cat Jam money laundering schemes. Not even a little bit. Keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on it is all I'm saying. Sure would be a shame if every single card in my hand cost 0. Right. Every donation that breaches a multiple of $1,000 gets to provide an XCOM 2 soldier. It's actually free to provide XCOM 2 soldiers. I just have to update the file, which I don't do. I feel like some of these donations are like, make Jorbs be a responsible human being for $1,000. For $1,000, Jorbs will complete a responsibility that really he should have completed a long time ago. $25,000 raised, Jorbs will submit his tax return for 2015. JK. JK. Nowhere near that bad. 2016. 2015 is already done. Don't really need a capacity potion. $10,000, Jorbs will legally change his name to Jacques Orblong. That's like, that's more in the $100,000 range. I'm not saying that it would be impossible to make me do that, but definitely more in the $100,000 range. I'll get you to take a loan. Please do not. Please do not take a loan in order to make me change my name. Did I already have block? Did I already have block from Horncleat there? That was not a very good auto shield stun. Whoops. Oh well. Sable Tip, thanks for the 11 months. Boom show to you too. You're very welcome. Glad I can help a little bit. There's 2,000 of us. If we all donate $50, we'd have $100,000. What if just you donated $100,000, then would have $100,000 too? Just saying. Just saying. Well, please don't donate $100,000 to me. I would feel, I think for donations above like $3,000, I would start to feel like uncomfortable. Do I want another capacitor? It's not atrocious. I do have a consume, right? Now lets me play the one that I already have earlier. I think I'll just take a hologram though. Gets back Go for the Eyes, gets back the X cost cards. $100,000, it might be more efficient to donate directly to a charity instead of going through multiple channels. Yeah, that's also true. Very practical. A practical and true assessment. Protozoomer, thanks for the 4 months. I'll go more show to you too. Fortunately, we haven't been offered a whole ton of powers this run, really. Awakened one's a little bit less spooky than usual. And then I gave Awakened one 10 strength. Whoops. Well, There was no way of knowing that this would end poorly. Hey, you're very welcome, Wahel. I think it's a really good cause. Don't need to genetic algorithm here, I don't believe. 22 plus 48 is 70, that's 26. This is 45 is 71 already. Don't even need to boot sequence, actually. Solitaria, hey, thanks for the $40 donation. Appreciate it. Solitaria says fresh water for a person for 10 years. Does it make Time Eater a little more spooky than usual that I don't have many powers? I don't think so. I think the duck absolutely obliterates all of the Act 3 bosses. I think it's not super close. How are we doing here? Do I have to play like genetic algorithm or something? I'll just click on it. Who cares? Get this out of my hand. How much money for me to stream my next doctor's appointment? I imagine there are legal and ethical concerns with that. I don't think I could do that. Just in general. Hey, Charity Water! How's it going? Nice to see you in chat. Is that Anthony? Oh. Yes, you are almost ready to go. Alright, sweet. This run should be ending right about the right time to have you on to chat about everything as well. It's all sort of lining up nicely. Hey, Jugs, how you doing? Did I say, by the way, Simcopter? I'm sorry. I'm having... You have those days as a streamer where it's like overload. I'm having a bit of an overload day right now. A lot going on. Thank you very much for the 22 months. Like, it's all good stuff, so it's not a bad thing. It's just hard to... Feels like the brain is struggling to keep up sometimes. If any of you are looking for a lovely, cozy place to hang out, often after I'm done streaming, Sim will be streaming later in the evening and into the night. I recommend Simcopter's channel. He's been playing a lot of Flight Simulator lately, which has been really fun. Just like the most chill thing imaginable. Board in a flight from Seattle to Denver with pilot Simcopter. It's a good time. Let's play Cold Snap first here. Oh, I don't have enough energy to do that, actually. Okay, well, that makes my play worse. Get this out of my hand. It shouldn't matter much, ultimately, because as long as I end this fight with more than 1 HP, I'm going to get 18 health back at the campfire. So I need slightly more than 1 HP to be at full health next act, but not actually very much more. Trouble getting the orbs going here. Zendikar, next 3 months. I'll show to you too. What happens at $6.6 thousand? We reach $6.6 thousand. Would you like an evil Jorbs laugh? I could provide an evil Jorbs laugh. Could make that happen for you. Good next, thanks for giving us up to Savage. I'll show to you both. Among Us tonight. I am... How quickly can I get away from my charitable obligations? No. I am probably done with this stream around 9 or 10, and then I'm going to want to play Among Us. I don't know if I'll have any energy left. But I am certainly always theoretically looking for a game. We'll see how much stuff happens in the rest of the stream. This is fine. I can play one more card. Sure. And now I'm trying to play Consume one more time, and I'm trying to... let's get some more Frost Orbs deployed, basically. Don't particularly want Lightning Orbs. That's one more Frost Orb and a Dark Orb for later. And there's another Frost Orb. Okay, so now I probably won't be taking too much damage. Should be able to just like play one block card every turn or something. And my Dark Orb's stacking up, and eventually I'll draw another copy of Consume. Among Us is a... it's interesting. So... if you've heard of games like Mafia or Werewolf, those are games that are almost entirely social deduction games. So there are the Mafia or whoever, and they're trying to get rid of all of the town. Among Us also has mechanical elements involved in it. So you're running around on a spaceship trying to do tasks as crew to repair the spaceship to win. Which means that Among Us ends up having like a lot more physical evidence to bring up in conversations about who the bad side is composed of than a lot of the other games like it that I've played. That's a lot of the appeal of it to me. Hey, Clarinet Captain. Thanks for the Twitch Prime. Bomo show to you too. What if the crew are the bad guys? Well, 2 of them will be. In a regular game, you play with 8 crew who are good and 2 imposters who look exactly like crew who are good but who are actually not good. So that's absolutely a thing. But yeah, it's a matter of deducing who the right people to vote off the spaceship are. Mashed potato! Thanks for that 500 bits. Appreciate those. Winston, thanks for the 2 months subbed. I'll promo show to you too. When did I start calling crew and imposters town and scum? I have those terms in my head from, I think, Meistangs? Like, internet forums when I was a young teenager is where I have those terms from. They've been stuck in my head for a long time. Subs are also donations. If you subscribe to the channel today, or cheer bits on the channel today, or use the regular donation link on the channel today, you will not be able to declare that as a charitable donation on your taxes, because it is technically giving money to me. However, at the end of the day, I do this for all of my charity streams. I will add up all of the money that came into the channel to me directly, and I will make my own contribution to the charity based on that amount, plus I usually round it up a little bit to cover some of the transaction costs. So if you feel more comfortable subbing to the channel than going to the charity page on Soft Giving and donating there, that's fine. It's just whichever you are more comfortable with. The only downside will be, I guess, one, you have to trust me. You trust me? Do I look trustable? Two, you are paying another transaction fee, basically. You're paying one more transaction fee on the donation. Danger Artists, thanks very much for the sub. And Lil Andrin, thanks for gifting 10 subs to the community. Many Ogbomo shows. You didn't even realize I'd be doing that? Yeah, I always do that with my charity streams. It just feels very odd to be, you know, dedicating a day of my life to raising money for a charity, and then, like, at the end of the day, I'm like, yes, I made hundreds of dollars today. Just like, it's not a feeling that makes sense to me, so. Oh. Huh. Maybe I should have written it somewhere. I think I, like, sort of forgot that I usually write, like, all proceeds go to charity or something, right? And I haven't done that this time. Yeah, I should probably add that. That would be a good thing to do. Taking a smidgen of damage here. That's okay, though. We can take 2 damage. Is that actually a kill? What's 7 times 15? 105. That is incredibly close to being a kill. But if I went recursion and then cold snap, and then I have 6 times 15, which is killing. Because I have chemical X, so it's actually X plus 3. 6 times, yeah. You think it's not something you can put in your tax declaration anyway because it's a foreign charity? Yeah, fair enough. I assume that people... You're gonna have to be responsible for your own tax laws, right? I'm not even able to speak confidently about my own tax laws, let alone the tax laws elsewhere in the world. Thanks so much for gifting a sub to Lil Andrin, Winston's. We appreciate it. I think I like playing dual cast here. It just makes it so my Frost Orb is looping next turn instead of my Lightning Orb. I guess ultimately it probably didn't matter much either way. Looks like I'm in good control of the fight regardless. you're several months behind on paying your taxes, you should do that. Yes. Oh, on filing your taxes. Yes, that is. Yeah. I filed for an extension this year. It was a lot. I was sitting down doing all of my stuff, and I worked out that I had 12 different revenue streams that I was tracking in Quicken, and I was like, this is ridiculous. And then I decided that I had other things I'd rather do and filed an extension. Difficultist. I think I said thank you for the $40 already, but thank you for the $40 freshwater for 3,652.5 people for 1 day, Difficultist says. I'm not sure the math is exactly precise and reliable, but something like that. Thank you very much. Wish I was a corgi. Thanks for the $20 donation. Says, as an aside, please pray for my chronic hiccups. I hope for a swift end to your chronic hiccups. I don't have a good hiccups trick. Whenever I get hiccups, I'm just like stuck with them until they'll go away. And Naked Mancer, thanks for the $50 donation. Naked Mancer says, water is better than the boot. I didn't play genetic algorithm. Whoops. I'm a boat! Am I a boat? I'm sort of a boat. The thing is, I have Horncleat and Captain's Wheel. I don't have Anchor, but I do have Boot Sequence, which is just different Anchor, right? I feel like I'm a boat here. I feel like that's legit. Yaka! I guess actually I don't even have to play Boot Sequence because of Toy Ornithopter, maybe. I have 5 dexterity for the entire fight. I have a reinforced body with Chemical X in my hand. I do not anticipate taking much damage anytime soon. Let's draw lots of cards. You're a boat, Jorbsy. I also have Horncleat and Captain's Wheel. It's all coming up, Jorbs. Hey, Anonymous, thanks for the $25 donation to Charity Water. Anonymous says, all the best. I'm getting confused by my notifications. Watch streamer attempt to track donations. Live stream fails. Alright, I think we're good. Aaron C, thanks for the 9 months. Axelicious, thanks for the 3 months. On Lomo show to you both. Let's play an auto shields and a consume. And a dual cast just to get that out of my hand. These cards are going to defend me just fine. Now we can start thinking a little bit more about how we're going to deal a bunch of damage in this fight. I'm going to go ahead and play Amplify. On a hologram amplify. gonna play... Wait, I played it too many times. Okay. Well, the game's difficult. What is Hydrojorbs? For the next 30 days, I am not going to drink anything other than water. You're going to see just how powerful I become. One orb slot and heart fight. We're gonna be okay. Suddenly more. And now we basically just win from here. Does tea count? I won't be drinking any tea. I think drinking tea is probably fine, but I will not be. For the constraints of this incredible challenge. This is a lot like when that magician stayed underground for 2 weeks or whatever. It's very similar in difficulty. That would be the simple comparison that I would make. David Blaine? I mean, whatever. Jorbs is the name on everybody's mind now, as he attempts to drink water for 30 days in a row. Drink a potion at the start of the fight. That is what's giving me strength. Drink a cultist potion. Do potions count as water? Oh no. Do we have to restart the 30 days? I feel like potions. Probably allowed? I mean, exclamation mark potions anyway. Peace Bob, thanks for the 23 months. Agumosho to you as well. I think that's a personal best for me on Defect. I don't remember my streaks very well. I don't actually know how many that is. But I had it in my mind that I had a lot of Defect wins in a row already, and then I won another one. So I feel like that might be a personal best for me. Winning without the last potion. Could have been at full health. You get drinking water, but do I have to flex on you with that cup? This is a stainless steel water bottle. It was a gift. Hey, SPR, thanks so much for the $100 donation to Charity Water. SPR says, glad to help you support another great cause.